It is that time once again. The clock is starting to run short, but for now, it is still Monday. It is still 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday at 8 o'clock, then it is Mighty Monkey's Nerd World News. And I am your host. Who the hell am I? I don't even know
Someone
anymore.
that doesn't get a lot of sleep.
I am so tired right now. I can't even tell you. It's one of those things.
You're a doggo parent on National Dog Day.
I'm a doggo parent on National Dog Day. That's about it. Elizabeth Peters here. Vicky's here. It said you were live, but couldn't find you at first. Have you tried Hare Krishna? No, I'm sorry. It was an old Muppet joke. Can you help me? I have lost my sense of direction. Have you tried Hare Krishna?
Was that from one of
the original Muppet movie?
Oh, was it? I was.
That was the running gag for the whole movie.
It wasn't one of the older gentlemen that's
Nope.
Waldorf.
Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah.
It was not them.
No, it seems like they would have been one.
The film is okie dokie.
Well,
It's Monday. I'm finally employed again, and I'm 99% over D23 COVID.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yay! We're happy to hear that. And Melanie is on board. Good to see you guys. My energy level is, well, we're going to call it. Come here. It's National Doggo Day. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here. You have to feature. Everybody's going to be happy to see you. Ta-da! National Dog Day, and we're going to celebrate Juno for a moment. Juno kisses.
No, thank you. Yeah.
So there she is.
Yeah, it helps Elizabeth get over the rest of her COVID.
There it is.
So Juno
this show wasn't half bad. Thanks, Jim.
Juno knows that we're in the final countdown.
Yeah, the final countdown. So we're what? How many days now?
What's today? 26th.
Today's the 26th of August.
So we have 5 days left.
Happy birthday to my cousin Karen.
We have 5 days left of August.
Uh-huh.
And then we have 13 days in September. So we have
18 days.
Less than 3 weeks, according to Dean yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Piece of business real quick. 1 week from today is Labor Day. We will not be on for Labor Day. But we will be back 1 week after that for the run up to the next convention. So we're gonna have to take a 2 week break basically. But we will be back and we will be doing a whole overview of everything about the convention. We'll have the map up so that you can see where everything is going to be. We'll of course go through some more of our vendors. We're going to go through attractions. We're going to go through guests. We're going to do the whole 9 yards. We're going to go over the panel schedule together. And that will happen 2 weeks from today on the 9th of September, which will then be leading us right into the show. So Labor Day, September 2nd, 2024, we will not be broadcasting from the hallowed halls of my house. So let's see.
Oh, we've moved from a reality to a dark alley?
Yes.
Okay.
Starforge is doing their biggest giveaways ever for FC3 this year. That's exciting. I can't wait to see what you guys have in mind, Jim. Hello, Greg. It's nice to see you too, you beautiful bitch. And Elizabeth Rice, hoping to make it to FC3 this year. Does depend on my new job to schedule. Can't take off too much time, especially with NYCC right around the corner. Very valid. Very, very valid. So Mel's, you're not Mel's. I'm sorry. Tanya.
Yes.
What do we do?
I let her out because she was pacing at the door, and then she burst back in.
Does anybody want my dog? You can have her for free.
Yeah. What was your question? I got distracted by
what
the
are
dog.
we doing today?
Well, today we are going to kind of showcase some of the vendors that we've already put on our Facebook pages. So if you
that's the one I wanted. So we're going to let's first talk about
first tickets.
So people are always asking us every year, do we sell tickets at the door? No matter how many times we answer that question, they will still continue to ask the question. So for the record, yes, we have a fully functional box office. They will not just be accepting online purchases that had been previously made, but they will be selling tickets at the door. Also, if you want to have some hard copy tickets before you come to the show, you can get it at these locations. Okay, nobody's paying attention to me anyway. So First Print Comics, Comic Etc., Hammer Girl Anime, Blades for Life, Rhinos Comics, and Millennium Games will all have paper tickets at your disposal, so that you may purchase as many as you see fit, preferably all of them, and then bring them to the show and hand them to our wonderful box office goddess, Sybil. Those will all be available. They are available right now. They've been distributed, so the paper tickets are out there in the community for you to purchase from these locations. And this poster right here is on our Facebook and on our social media, I believe on our Twitter feed and our Instagram. So if you need to be reminded, you can go to any of our social media, or you can rewind and rewatch this particular episode.
And just pause it right here.
And pause it right here.
So you can see where to get tickets.
So we've got that. All right. So we're going to talk about some of the vendors we have coming up.
I can't remember the order.
Well, I in no particular order, but my own preferences, because I love this man so much. Joshua Lopez will be back with us again, performing his art, showing off pieces that he has constructed or created and painted. I cannot wait to see him again. He is just so good and such a
sexy beast.
It's my sexy beast, and he's just so much fun to hang out with. Just a great guy. Also with Joshua will be the ever-present Liz Pritchard, who has been with us from the beginning. I have just enjoyed the journey that I've watched her go on. An award-winning artist. Liz is just an amazing. She's a jewel of a human being, and hopefully, if you're lucky, Liz's mom will be with her and just as equally wonderful of a human being. So that'll be a fun conversation for people to have. With Josh and Liz will be the irrepressible Eugene Commodore. Like Liz, has been around with us since our 2016 show way back in the day. He has done some amazing work. It was so funny. We ran into each other at New York City Comic Con last year, and we were passing each other on the. It was so funny. We were passing each other as we were just about to get off. I was getting off the escalator. He was getting on it. We're like, "Hey, I know you."
Was it kind of like the Spider-Man?
It was with the Spider-Man, and that's so funny that he brought the Spider-Ham picture there. So that is so cool. Like all right, with these folks will come none other than Pastel Pride Witch. Gifts for all of your Pride needs. She will be on the vendor floor both days, actually all 3 days, the 13th, the 14th, and 15th. Joining the Pastel Pride Witch will be the Starforge Sabers. Jim, you guys are they're doing the biggest giveaway yet. So we're really excited to see that. He's apparently raising someone the Padawan Chopper 9000 with the Golden Harvest soundboard on Saturday. That sounds like a big deal.
Oh, I think
that sounds like a very big deal.
Trading in regards to Juno.
Okay. I will take one Juno and raise you a Chloe and Daisy. Oh dear Lord.
And then Jim's like, I'll raise you
a Padawan Chopper 9000 with a golden.
So he gets a saber, you get Juno?
I mean, that sounds pretty even to me.
Done.
Don't say that. No. Don't take the joke to the wrong conclusion.
Sorry, baby.
You've got to put a lot of investment in this dog.
Baby.
I've put a lot of work into this dog. I'm not giving her up that easy. I mean, I gripe about her all the time, but that's my luxury.
Yes.
So, all right. Jason Howard is listening while on the mower. That's phenomenal. I love that.
Beautiful.
All right. Hammer Girl Anime will be on board as per usual. This is going to be awesome, as always, to see that these guys put their setup together. Love that.
And you can get tickets at Hammer Girl Anime's store.
Tickets at Tackets. You can get Tackets at Tackets It. I don't know. I speak good. I was Theodore Twain.
You were napping earlier.
I was
still
napping.
sleeping.
My brain shut down about 3 or 4 days ago, to be honest, I think. Here we go. Moving on. Wow, Gourmet Fudge. Love this guy so much. I always hit him right at the end, just before he starts packing up, and I just get like 2 or 3 pounds of fudge, and I take it, and it's just like, oh my god, it's just so good.
But just looking at the graphic makes my blood sugar rise.
Oh yeah, no, your alarm's going off, and you don't even have a sensor on at the moment.
No, I have a sensor right here.
Psyquatic. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, and if I didn't, Psyquatic Arts, digital art, resin crafts, beadwork, and more is another one of our vendors who will be. Any food trucks? Yes, we will have food trucks. We always have food trucks. How many of them this year? 5 or 6? Nico, we don't have the exact details or who's coming, but I know Ann knows, and I'll ask her at the next meeting. But yes, food trucks will be on site as per usual at the TSC. All right, so who's next? The Lift Bridge Bookshop. Love these people, and they're sponsored. They're one of our sponsors this year.
Yes.
So that's kind of cool. We're looking forward to doing some work with them as per usual.
There's their setup from last year, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And let's see, Koala's Boutique, handcrafted gifts for every occasion. Well, you can't go wrong with koalas. They're adorable.
But I think they could kill you.
They probably could. Yeah. Everything in Australia could kill you.
No, well, except for this little thing that can't kill you, but really wants to.
We were talking about the meme that I saw last night. There's a little marsupial wrapped around this guy's finger, and the caption is, "Not everything in Australia can kill you." Don't get me wrong. He wants to. He just can't. So, Jeff Knapp, how? Let's see. How the panel schedule coming? I'm not going to talk about the panel schedule just yet. Give me a minute to get through this list.
What else do we have?
We have Heather Shields illustrations. Look at that artwork.
I know.
Would you look at that artwork? It's amazing.
Lots of different styles.
And she's behind all of them. I think that's phenomenal. Fleeceables will be coming back. I actually had a Fleeceable. I gave it to Juliana when they moved out.
That's not the octopus that's downstairs?
No, that's something different.
Oh, okay.
That is something different.
But yes, I do remember that you had bought one for Jules.
Yes, and she loves it muchly. All right, who else is along for the ride? Eternally Thirsty, clothing, accessories, earwings, and horns. So that's going to be a cool piece to have. And that's a slice of the nearly 200 vendors, artists, and exhibitors that will be participating in Flower City Comic-Con this year. Now, Jeff, to circle back around to your comment, you can go to the Grotix app at this point. You will see that the panel schedule is starting to fill in. I was able to get half of it inputted today. I'm going to work a little bit more on it this evening, and then I should be able to finish it off tomorrow, Wednesday at the latest. But the panel schedule is going live. We got 3 new submissions today, so those have to be reviewed.
Yep.
And I think one of them offhand is going to be set aside. I may have to make a phone call and figure out what's going on with it. So that's happening. Let's see, we got this. What do we got going on here? Well, you can make a champion to represent you, but now I have my Ayoshi set again, so I'm pretty hard to beat. Jim Muscala, I nominate Chris. Does Chris know this? Now he does. Yes.
Oh, Melanie's like, I have 0 skills and I cheat. So I think she was challenging him.
Yeah. I took a fencing class in college, but I also graduated from college in 1995. So I'm a little out of practice. But in the immortal words of Doc Holliday, I'm your Huckleberry. We'll figure that out as we go. You know, Ludo Sports is going to be doing a lightsaber combat demonstration and a discovery class to see if there may be some interest in finding some new students. That might be an interesting tie-in to Jim's saber challenge there. That could be entertaining than that. Hey, Christopher Frank, I nominate you. I nominate myself for somebody who will be getting a nap and some chocolate sometime this week.
Peter, no, vendors are not going to be outside as well. The only things that are outside will be the panel rooms and the food trucks.
Food trucks.
So all the other vendors, all the vendors are inside.
Yeah, and I think they always will be. We're using the space more and more every year, and we're spreading people out a little bit more and more every year. But I doubt we're ever going to be in a position where people will be stuck outside. It's not going to be like the Park Ave Festival or Cornhill Festival in that regard. So let's see. I took fencing at OCC in 1997. So Jason, you and I can be like, or here. No, I challenge you. I challenge you to a duel. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, Deanna just put her 2 cents in here. Let's see what we got going on here. In case anyone's interested, our very own Brian Burke will be on Studio Diaries podcast this Friday. Studio Diaries is available on major podcast platforms. The host of Studio Diaries is Terry Clifford, formerly of WBEE and a Rochester radio legend, to hear all about FC3 in this year's event. So that'll be fun. That'll be cool. And I think it's pretty much all we have right now. That's what there's a sample of the vendors. Dan is going to continue posting graphics about various vendors that we'll be spotlighting on in the run-up to FC3. We'll probably be talking a little bit more about them on our next show on the 9th of September. I just want to remind everybody what we talked about at the beginning. 1 week from today, September 2nd, Labor Day here in the United States, we will not be broadcasting a Nerd World News. But you'll be comic chicking this week?
Comic chicking on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes.
And then 1 week or 2 weeks from tonight, on the 9th of September, She and I will be here. Maybe a couple of other board members will be on board. We don't know. This is kind of in flux at the moment.
Yeah.
And so keep the conversation going. Guys, talk to each other. Get each other hyped up. It's almost showtime, kids. The rest of the panel schedule will be going live at the latest Wednesday evening. So that will all be out there available for you. And as always, if you have questions, let me know and let Tanya know, or you can let Dan and Ann know. Maybe Brian. Definitely not Dee. She doesn't want to hear from you.
That's a lie.
No, she's busy with residency stuff.
Yeah,
Come on.
she is. Yeah. Right now, don't
Right
email
now,
Deanna.
don't bother Deanna. She's busy.
We, as Chris said, we only touched on some of the exhibitors right now.
Nearly 200.
But our full exhibitor list is on our website. So make sure you go over there if you want to double check who is coming, and you can visit their websites so you can get an idea of what they're bringing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there's a whole bunch of stuff coming. So yes, Melanie, there's a full list on the website. Yes.
And I was so excited the other day when I ran into my buddy Tim, the cosplayer, the only man who makes me look short. And I'm so excited.
Do you feel dainty next to him?
I feel dainty next to Tim. Oh my God. It's just amazing. I can't wait to see everybody on the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Yes.
The fun shall be a poppin'. It's going to be a thing. Now, for the rest of you yahoos, I love you. Can't wait to see you guys soon. You guys have a great fortnight. All right. Let me get a couple things sorted out here real quick before I jump into the closer and have to I start panicking or something like that. All right. You guys have a great 2 weeks. Have a safe 2 weeks. And I will see you again in 2 weeks. I gotta go now. Bye-bye.